Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. They just dropped the first teaser trailer for Tron Ares. Before we get into this reaction, please do the channel a favor, do us a favor. We would greatly appreciate it if you just like the video, subscribe and click the bell. Yeah, we make this type of content every single week for you all. And yeah, if you like this type of content, you know, movies, TV, anything related to this kind of stuff, please consider doing that. But Tron Ares, we have a third Tron movie and none of them have been successful, which is crazy to think about. That like the franchise has been such a zeitgeisty like just brand and IP.
I was gonna say, yet the footprint of the brand has been so like.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone knows Tron. Everyone knows what Tron is.
Everybody feels good about it.
Nobody shows up to the theater for it.
Yeah.
From the obvious original, that was pretty much a technical breakthrough, to the technical behemoth that was Tron Legacy. You know, this movie doesn't quite have much to live up to narratively, but when it comes to, you know, the technical aspects, I mean, that is what this franchise is practically its only foundation, really, at the moment.
I mean, I remember this movie first being a Kaczynski project until like he kind of got left out of it or whatever, moved away from it. So got some expectations to live up to, because Tron Legacy kind of has that effect that the first one had, where it really was like a VFX breakthrough.
That's what I'm saying.
Movies.
That's kind of the only foundation this IP has, is its technical achievements. And so hopefully, you know, there's some type of narrative for this one that's more engaging, because that has been the clear issue in this franchise so far. But yeah, we're gonna ramble on after we watch it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and react to this teaser trailer for Tron Ares.
This the grid? It is.
It's the grid?
It's just Earth.
Oh, some Tron bikes. There's some Tron bikes.
They look dope as hell too.
The split car, the Blue Beetle. Who's the other person though? It's like two of them.
They look so fire. Like the design of them, they're kind of like Legacy.
Oh, he's doing his Blade Runner voice.
Oh my god.
the transport.
That would be crazy when you think about it.
Worlds, don't say collide. Don't say collide.
Dog.
Oh, that looks cool. Okay, worlds will. There's Evan Peters. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I forget what those are called. Oh, that's Jet Bridges.
That Tron?
Yeah, that's like a character being created.
Dude, look at the. Oh wow.
Oh, listen to the music. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah.
Yo, okay.
October 10th. All right, everyone, that was the teaser trailer for Tron Ares. Go ahead and start placing your comments down below. What you guys thought. But yeah, what'd you think of this? This was definitely one of the trailers.
Pleasantly surprised. I am pleasantly surprised. Look, I went in here with some pretty tempered expectations, and you know, I kind of just want to see more Tron stuff in general. So like, I was pretty like looking forward to it. But honestly, I didn't expect it to like look this good. Like I remember seeing some footage from the D23 stuff, and then, you know, and I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool, but like I'll have to see some more. And you do get a lot more here in this trailer. I like what I'm seeing though, like the idea in depicting it visually, like the grid coming to Earth, because again, it's one thing for like somebody from Earth to go to the grid. That's always been the, you know, the thing about the first Tron movies. The thing is, you kind of get the feeling of like, okay, that kind of takes the fun out of it if you take the grid out of it. But at the same time, what if it adds to it? You know, what if that's something that we didn't know we needed to see, that once we see it captured, because like here, the way it's captured visually, like I'm digging it. Like seeing some of the grid stuff, like the big arc thing, like just coming through the city and crashing through buildings and stuff, like just visualizing that, like in the way that the like all the lines look in the air and stuff, like
Yeah.
it makes me want to see more of that stuff. So I'm kind of surprised. I really
curious
liked it.
how much time, because obviously the movie is clearly Tron entering the real world. So
Nothing narratively from this trailer, by the way. Nothing even close.
At some point, we're gonna see the grid, whether that's at the beginning of the movie, the end of the movie, in the middle, it doesn't matter. And so I wonder how much of that we're gonna see. I'm just gonna be honest. I could go into this movie, come out of the theater being like best Tron movie, but at the moment I'm just not interested in a Tron movie that's not in the grid, because that is the.
I mean, that little bit of the grid that you did see in there, that looked crazy.
That's the interest of this franchise.
I really like the red. How much red it
yeah.
The last Tron was like blue.
And
the first
orange
was kind of both.
There's a little orange too.
The last Tron was like more focused on like that light blue aesthetic, and then the orange elements.
They're really
this one is like
to the red.
It's like red. I really like the way it looks.
Yeah,
that
I like
little
some
bit
of the
9-inch
designs.
nails at the end. Ooh.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I guess my only concern is the real world, just that idea and how you can make me care. Right now, I just don't care about seeing a Tron movie in the real world. If I'm going to a Tron movie, I want to be transported to the grid. That is the entire literal crutch of this franchise and the main thing people like. The last thing I really want right now is to see it come to real life. Now, there's cool things about that. That's why I hope we get kind of both. I hope we get some plenty of grid stuff, but also it entering the real world, because the real world stuff can still be pretty cool. Like seeing Tron bikes riding in the streets is like, while, it's not the most enticing visual, it can create for like some fish out of water stuff for like society.
I can't complain because if you give me the stuff I want, if you give me the Tron bikes on the grid, seeing the Tron bikes on Earth is just like cherry on top stuff. Like that's what I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. I hope we get plenty in the grid. That way, the stuff in the real world doesn't like kill the vibe. It's more of like a plus this. Like not only do you get to spend time in this world that whether or not you like the Tron movies, they're such interesting. There's always interesting concepts. It's such an interesting world. They could literally like flesh it out and like give it lore forever. It is endless. It is just an infinite like space. And so like that's interesting. You can do a lot of interesting things in there. I just wonder, what are the interesting things here? Obviously, they waited till the last possible second to show Jared Leto's face.
They did.
They were like,
really interesting. But
is that him being created? Do you think that was him being made?
No, I think that was Tron. Being created.
Oh, you don't?
It's like fully CG. It has to be Tron. It can't be.
No, not fully CG. That could just be him being created first, and then.
No, I know. No, I get that, but there's just a feeling in me that thinks it's Tron. That is funny that you say that though, but I feel like they were just like establishing what the world looks like, and I can't fault them like for giving some focus on Greta Lee. She is like the top billed cast member on here. Jared Leto is not, even though it's called Tron ARES and it's about ARES. I don't know.
So do you think this is gonna kind of be a?
I think it's gonna be a dual lead role.
But do you think Greta Lee's playing the audience here? Do you think that's
a little bit? Yeah, I think she is a little bit. I can appreciate that they like give some more shots of her. There was something kind of uncanny about the shots that she had in the first place. Like, let
me find out. They're like they become like romantic. Like, please, no thanks. But yeah, I think Greta Lee in here is very interesting. I just don't want it to be a like a kind of a Wonder Woman situation where like her eyes get open up to this world and we're the audience and she starts to love the AI that is Jared Leto, and it's like, please don't be a metaphor.
I mean, I don't know. We get nothing involving the narrative.
I hope.
In this trailer.
I hope
it's kind of just establishing what the feeling of the movie is going to be, and I'm digging it. I'm digging the tone, some of the music that they play, like in the trailer. I like the vibe. I'm really digging the overall vibe they're going for, because they could have easily just did like what feels like a rehash of Tron Legacy, like moving it forward, but it kind of feels still a little bit like Tron Legacy.
I don't know how you
It
really
kind of
come off
feels a
of
little
Tron
bit different
Legacy, though.
though.
Those are quite big shoes to fill, and I do think
That's what I'm saying.
this type of direction is smart, like really detaching itself, but still keeping the aesthetics or similar aesthetics at least, like still keeping some of that aesthetic just Kosinski brought to the franchise is a good choice. I do wonder like the success of this movie though. Like that is it's so interesting that we have a Tron trilogy and neither of the first two were box office successes. They both financially
Who knows? Maybe
failed.
the third one. Maybe the third is like. Maybe that's the magic number. 3 is
Maybe this
maybe
movie ends up
number.
making like 600-700 million, and we get a new trilogy, and Jared Leto gets Oscars for this franchise. But we'll see, bro. Yeah, you guys tell us in the comments below, what did you all
Let us
think
know
about this teaser trailer for Tron Ares? And if you made it this far and you haven't, please like the video, subscribe, and click that bell. It is completely free. It would help us out a ton, and we would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, it's been your boy Keezy.
Been boy Kels.
And hopefully we see you all in the next one.